My name is Stefanie Wenninger, and I'm the founder of Pine Peak Productions, and this is the Power of the Podcast. Hey, adventurers, welcome back to the Power of a Podcast. If you've been producing your podcast for a while, or if you're just getting started, here's a game-changing question for you. Are you maximizing the reach of your podcast content? Many entrepreneurs think of a podcast episode as a standalone audio file, but the truth is, each episode is packed with potential for so much more. Today, I'm going to show you how to repurpose your podcast content strategically to reach a wider audience, increase engagement, and generate more leads without doubling your workload. Let's dive in and make sure each episode goes further than you ever imagined. Number one, turn each episode into a blog post. Your podcast isn't just audio, it's a gold mine of written content. By turning your podcast episode into blog posts, you're giving your audience another way to consume your insights while boosting your website's SEO. Here's how to do it. Start by transcribing your episodes. There are tools like OtterAI or Rev.com that can easily convert your spoken word into text. From there, you can polish it up with a transcript into a full blog, add headings, optimizing it with SEO keywords, and breaking it up into readable sections. This makes your podcast searchable by people who might not even be looking for a podcast, but are searching for the exact topics that you cover. For example, if you have a podcast episode on the top 5 strategies for growing your business in 2024, turn it into a detailed blog post titled the same, with additional tips and links to resources, and even a link to the podcast episode for those who might want to listen instead. Optimize each blog post with SEO-friendly keywords. Think about what your target audience is searching for and build your blog post, titles, and content around that to increase organic traffic. Number 2, create social media clips to drive listeners to the full episode. One of the best ways to reach new listeners is teasing your podcast episodes on social media. You don't need to post the entire episode. Short, punchy clips will do the trick. Grab a 30-second to 1-minute audio or video snippet, preferably video, from a compelling part of your episode. Whether it's a powerful insight, an interesting quote from a guest, or even a funny moment, these clips can catch people's attention and direct them to the full episode. If you host a podcast about leadership, pull a powerful quote from a guest who's a well-known CEO. A 30-second clip of their best advice paired with captions will stand out on Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter and spark curiosity. Make sure to add subtitles to your clips. Most people scroll through social media with the sound off, so readable captions can make all the difference in engagement. Number 3, use key quotes and insights for LinkedIn or Twitter posts. Sometimes a single quote or insight from your podcast can stand out on its own as content, especially on platforms like LinkedIn or Twitter. Go through your episode and find the most impactful one-liners or takeaways, something that would make your audience stop and think and then engage. These bite-sized pieces of wisdom can drive engagement and remind your followers that they should tune into your show. For example, if you interview guests, take the best quote, "Success isn't about what you accomplish, it's about what you inspire others to do," and post it as a graphic or text post on LinkedIn. This not only positions you as an expert, but keeps your content pipeline flowing with minimal effort. You already recorded the podcast. This is so minute. Here's a pro tip. Use design tools like Canva to create branded quote cards. They look professional and are easily shared, helping you grow your reach and promoting your podcast. Don't forget video, leveraging YouTube and LinkedIn. If you're recording your podcast on video, or you're maybe just considering it, you've opened up an entire new avenue for repurposing content. Posting full-length videos on platforms like YouTube and LinkedIn can attract a whole different audience that prefers to watch rather than listen. Plus, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and it's also number 1 for podcasts. So having video content there gives you a much greater chance of being discovered organically. Let's say you record a podcast interview with an industry leader. Upload that video to YouTube with an SEO optimized title and description. Add timestamps for key topics discussed to make it easier for viewers to navigate. You can also post shorter clips on this video on LinkedIn and on YouTube Shorts to showcase highlights. Here's a pro tip. Use YouTube's description area to link back to your website and offer free resources or even promote upcoming podcast episodes. This helps create a seamless ecosystem of content that drives traffic between platforms. Number 5, engage your email list with key takeaways or exclusive content. Your episodes are a great way to keep your email list engaged. Every time you release an episode, you can send an email highlighting the key takeaways, offering a behind-the-scenes look, or even sharing exclusive content that didn't make it into the final episode. This keeps your list warm and provides valuable content that they'll appreciate, driving more traffic to your episodes and increasing loyalty over time. For example, if you run a podcast episode on scaling your business in 2024, your email could highlight 3 actionable steps from your episode, include a link to listen, and even offer a free download or checklist related to the topic. This engages your email list while driving traffic back to your podcast or website. Use email subject lines that build curiosity and encourage clicks. Something like 3 growth hacks from our latest episode you don't want to miss can even drive more opens and listens. Repurposing your podcast content is one of the smartest ways to get the most out of every episode. You've already done the work of creating the content. Now it's time to let the content work harder for you. Whether you're turning episodes into blog posts, creating engaging social media snippets, or emailing your audience with key takeaways, repurposing is about working smarter, not harder. And if this all sounds like a lot to manage, you don't have to worry. That's exactly where we come in. My team specializes in helping busy entrepreneurs like you maximize the value of a podcast content without added stress. Let's chat about how we can help you extend your reach, engage your audience, and grow your business. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who's been thinking about launching their own podcast. I'd love to hear your thoughts and questions, so please follow me on social media and drop me a message. It's Pine Peak Productions, absolutely everywhere. You can also email me at info@pinepeakproductions.com. Until next time, keep exploring new ways to grow your brand, and happy podcasting.